Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Rockingham Speedway for the third race in Season 3 of the NRSL Aces Republic of Gamers Truck Series schedule. That's right, after tonight's race, I should say, we will already be a whopping 20% done with the schedule. Only a 15 race season will be 3 races out of the 10 regular season races. We've got 2 winners so far. Reminder, the field is a 10 truck field. According to reports, Henry Sanford is set to drive to 87 for every race now until Talladega, which will be piloted by Charles Sanford. And then if Henry is top 25 in points with his win, he should make the playoffs, and he will run all of those races. However, if he's eliminated in round one, we will see Charles Sanford back in the truck at Pensacola. Same thing goes for Texas. If Henry Sanford doesn't make the final four, Charles Sanford will drive at Texas. Otherwise, Sanford will get his 2 races in at Daytona and Talladega. Adam Flickinger, your winner from Daytona, leads the points. 2 points over Jesse Turner, 4 over Donovan Cage. Tyler Markle and Larry Hagan are both 14 back. Jacob Dunn, 15 back. 18 back, Alexander Rowe. Dylan Young is 20 points back, but he's not driving tonight. Emmanuel Harnett is 24 points back. And Joe Jefferson, is 25 points back. So with that said, let's go through your starting lineup here. Adam Garcia starts on the pole. Next to him is Peter Onjak, Freddie Soto, and Seth Cole, row 2. Sam Young and Keith Rich, row 3. Adam Flickinger and Bobo Jones, row 4, with Matthew Brown and part-timer rookie Lucas Catano in row number 5. And with that, we'll go trackside for the command to fire engines.
Are you ready? Gentlemen, start your engines!
The command has been given. Pace truck slams the inside wall for good measure. As we watch the field pull off of pit road, Joshua Osborne in the truck again tonight. So Osborne is set to do the same thing Henry Sanford is doing, and that is running every race up to Talladega. You see Osborne starting back here on the outside line. Charles Jackson back in the Ford truck tonight. Zach Rogers in the 51. And there we see Henry Sanford. And Rob Evans back in the 3 truck. So now Pace truck will dive down pit road. We'll see what kind of racing we get. Long race tonight, 99 laps of action. Pit strategy sure to come into play big time as the green flag is out. We're underway at Rockingham. See Garcia clear easy in turn 1. Peter Onjak in P2, Soto 3rd, Sam Young 4th. Adam Flickinger moves up to 5th. This is your points leader. Reminder, it's 5 wins bonus points per win. So Adam looking to maybe get a second one here. There is only 10 races to win races to get those bonus points. Playoff wins would count too for the next round, however. But as everyone knows, the final round we do not do bonus points. So Adam is 5th. Battle for 6th between Audra Baranauskas and Matthew Brown. Behind them in 7th is Jack James, 8th Colt Hudson, and now a battle for 9th between Seth Cole and Austin Mendez, and then you've got Alexander Rowe just outside the top 10 as battle for the lead. Peter Onjak will go to the front. So we've got 3 full-time rookies up here in the top 3. Sam Young, part-time vet, and then Adam Flickinger, another full-time rookie. That's our top 5 right now. Baranauskas, first full-time veteran, up there in 6th place. Tire wear fall-off will be huge here tonight. And now Garcia will fall back. The top line pretty much has no grip. Bottom line is the way to go. As we We see Alexander Rowe, another veteran, popping up in the top 10. Jack continues to lead here tonight. Garcia falling back from the lead. Seth Cole made it back under Alexander Rowe, so he will send him back outside the top 10. We've got RJ Bishop up here, Joshua Osborne 15th, Henry Sanford, your winner last week, in 16th. So these two drivers are ones to watch for sure. Very strong Chevrolet trucks. Now Osborne came pretty close to winning at Atlanta last week himself. We see Osborne win a race in these 8 races, and he performs well enough to stay top 25 in the points. He should make it. Speaking of top 25 in the points, you should pretty much be able to make it into the top 25 because there's only 43 different drivers running the series out of 36 trucks. Some of those trucks are not full-time trucks as either at that. So Osborne's going to move up on the bottom. Here's James Ellison, second-year veteran, making his way towards the front. Joe Jefferson, I see people moving around here. There's Rob Evans in a 3. That truck, you know, not a full-time affair. Here comes Emmanuel Hartnett. He's trying to make some moves towards the front. So Jesse Turner not doing so well tonight. He's second in points coming into this race. Zach Rogers in a part-timer's truck. Same with Charles Jackson and Lucas Catano back here. That truck's fielding 3 different drivers, and Catano and Ice will switch back and forth in this truck. Talladega will be run again by Tringali, and the same for Pensacola. So those are the 3 races Tringali will run, and the other 12 will be a flip-flop between Catano and Ice. Right now, Catano not doing so well. So we'll go back up slowly through the field to see 2 veteran Cup drivers here, Zach Rogers and Charles Jackson, struggling a little bit at the back of the field. Donovan Cage, another driver who was up there in the points, not having a good night, 27th right now. As Garcia has fallen all the way from the lead to outside the top 20. We see Patrick Smith, Austin Alves on the top side. Osborne has made it up to 12th. Now Adam Flickinger has begun to fall back. Jack James doing the same thing, as Seth Cole has made it up to 7th now. Mendez 6th. Colt Hudson 5th. Baranauskas up to 4th. Sam Young 3rd. Soto 2nd. And Peter Onjak is your leader. So comers and goers coming in pretty clear here. We're already at lap 12. Green flag race so far. Fastest lap to Austin Mendez of 25.287. We won't see any of those lap times until pit stops. You see, fall off isn't so big right now. It seems to only be about 2 to 3 tenths. Let's go on board a lap. Let's go to the 21 of Baranauskas. Let's see what's going on here. Possibly getting moved out of the way for 4th place. Yep, indeed, Colt Hudson on the inside of Baranauskas for 4th, as Freddie Soto makes a move and gets to lead his first lap of the night. Soto will take the lead away from Onjak. As Baranauskas begins to fall back, Onjak will do the same. Now you would think this would be a 2-stop affair, but Rockingham's pretty tricky with the tire wear, so we could see a 2 or a 3-stop strategy come into play, but not seeing as much fall off from the trucks as we saw in the Cup race here last season. And now Sam Young gets put to the top by Colt Hudson. Seth Cole will move up into the top 5. So Young, Onjak, and Baranauskas moving backwards. A reminder of the points payout: 55 for the win, 50 for second, 46 third, 43 for fourth, and 40 points for fifth. 2-point drop to sixth. It goes 38, 37, 36, 35, 34 to 10th. Another 2-point drop to 32, and then down a point all the way to the bottom of the field. Also, just a little heads up, this race, 99 lap affair. The cup race will be 138 laps, the longest we've ever seen from Rockingham on this channel. Now Soto in the lead, Hudson and Soto starting to gap the field. Hudson right on the bumper of Freddie Soto, though, as tire wear begins to come into play. Mendez up to third, Seth Cole fourth, and Matthew Brown will crack the top five. RJ Bishop sixth. Alexander Rowe will move up to seventh. It looks like Osborne was on his way up here, but he's gotten trapped on the top. So once Rowe completes this pass, he'll be seventh. Jack James should get back up to eighth here, unless Osborne can clear. And then Baranowskis and Onjak have made it back to the bottom. Austin Alves 16th, another one of those cup rookies. Alves coming off a win at Atlanta last week. Bizarre way that race ended. So you see here Ellison trying to get back into the top 20 by passing Larry Hagan. Hartnett not doing so well. To go to the back of the field. Patrick Smith has fallen all the way from being in the top 15 to last. Adam Garcia fell all the way to the back too. He was leading this race about 14 laps ago, and now he sits in 35th place. Soto leading. Hudson's trying to get around them from the top, it looks like. That's not really working. Austin Mendez has caught back up to this top two, and now Mendez will move to the inside of the 49 truck. And I will be right back. We're back here at Rockingham as Soto continues to lead. Mendez second now. Bishop up to third. Matthew Brown, Colt Hudson, Seth Cole getting put to the top side. Alexander Rowe has entered the top five for the first time tonight. Sam Young, Jack James, Audra Baranowskis back on the bottom. Same with Peter Onjak trying to make his way back towards the front as Jonathan Wong comes up to the top 10. Remember, Wong got a win last season. Austin Alves doing the same bit of movement. Henry Sanford finally making his way up into the top 15. It seems to be anyone's race, but Freddie Soto is staying out front as tires begin to dip into a second of fall off. And here comes RJ Bishop now on the inside of Austin Mendez for second place right there. Photo finish at the line. Mendez keeping second for now, but will probably lose it here out of turn two. See about 152 into turn three there, down to about 120 mid-corner. Back up on the gas pedal. See, almost 160 into turn one. So Soto leads, Bishop second, Rowe third. Looks like Mendez might clear for fourth. See if he gets back down. And he will. Sam Young in fifth. Jack James, Audra Baranowskis, Peter Onjak back up to eighth already. Jonathan Wong up to ninth. And Alves will pass Matthew Brown for 10th place. And Sanford and Osborne are making their way towards the front. Now Bishop trying to make a move to the top side of Freddie Soto. Ooh, and that was close. I think Soto might be pitting here. No, he's not. I don't know what Bishop was thinking, but that opens the door for Alexander Rowe in second. On lap 30 of 99 here. See, the first lap they pit will really tell us if we're going to see a two-stop race or a three-stop race. Bishop continues to fall. So Austin Mendez will move up the third now with these chain of events. It looks like Jack James might get put outside by Baranauskas, but Baranauskas staying behind the 88 for now. As Henry Sanford has found himself losing some positions there in the back. We see Osborne in front of him now. But no one has been able to get by Freddie Soto for about 20 laps now. So we hit lap 33 now. If they pit from here, it should be a clear two-stop race. But Rockingham, they tend to do one thing on the first run and then they do another thing on the second run. Alexander Rowe all over the bumper of Soto. So you look in the back there, RJ Bishop to the top side. Soto, Rowe, Mendez, Sam Young all lined up. Jack James up to fifth. As Joshua Osborne finds himself in the top 10 now. Sam Young continuing to run towards the wall, or well, middle of the groove. So you see Seth Cole gonna pass RJ Bishop for 11th, Henry Sand for 13th, Hudson 14th, Matthew Brown 15th. So Ellison and Hagan going at it again, this time for 19th. Huge gap from 21st Tyler Markle to Keith Rich in 22nd. Not sure what that's about. 36 is Lucas Catano. So Soto continuing to lead the field on lap 37 now. About a second and a half of fall off now, as Jonathan Wong gets put to the top side. This is beginning to look like a clear two-stop race, but crazier things seem to happen here at Rockingham. Let's take a quick look at where Soto sits in the point standings. Coming in, he is 17th in the standings, so far looking like a pretty good run for this 15 rookie. Sam Young continuing to run about a groove up. Not sure what that's about. It seems to be faster for him though. Very, very unusual to see someone running the top line on purpose. He's making it work out pretty well though. Seems to work well in 1 and 2, not really in 3 and 4. Already up to lap 40, so not sure when these drivers will come down the pit road. Oh, and this might be it right here. Yep, lap 40. Freddie Soto, Austin Mendez will be the first to dive down pit road. On Jack's coming. Colt Hudson, Larry Hagan out of that first group. That gives the lead to Alexander Rowe for the first time all night. Looks like Rowe will lead the next group down. Sam Young, Jack James. As Sanford, Osborne, and Seth Cole will stay out. Henry Sanford was on the long run tires at Atlanta last week, so it looks like he might be doing the same here this week. Sanford and Seth Cole will pit this time by as Osborne will stay out one more lap. Not sure if he wanted to stay out or if he got kind of stuck there on the top side. Clear racetrack though for Osborne. And he will come down pit road here on lap 43. Soto leading Austin Mendez here. We'll stick with these guys. And with the first ones to pit, they should have the freshest rubber. They should be in the lead after this round of stops is over. See, Alexander Rowe there was the first from the second group. He's not too far behind these guys. With that, Freddie Soto will take back the lead. Wait for them to hit the line one more time and see what the exact running order is. And here we go. Freddie Soto in the lead. Austin Mendez sits in second place. Alexander Rowe in third. Colt Hudson fourth. Fifth, Sam Young. Sixth, Jack James. Seventh, Peter Onjack. Battle for eighth between Austin Alves and RJ Bishop. And sitting in 10th is Larry Hagan. There is Henry Sanford in 12th. And there is Osborne in 14th. So two freshest guys on tires would be Osborne, Henry Sanford, and Seth Cole. So we look at our new running order. Adam Flickinger is dropped. Jesse Turner also not doing so well. So we'll see what this tire run does. Right now it looks like Soto is pulling away from Austin Mendez. He runs his fastest lap of the race at 25.365. Larry Hagan with top time on the board at 25.228. We'll see what happens right now. Soto pulling away from Austin Mendez. A faster lap again there, 3:19. See Alexander Rowe kind of running by himself here in third. Not sure if draft is really that important at a track like Rockingham. Colt Hudson fourth, Jack James fifth. Hagan up to ninth. Alves now sits in 10th. Looking at the point standings for one of these Cup Series rookies, Austin Alves. Entering tonight's event, 39th in the point standings, the lowest of anyone with 2 starts. Meanwhile, Seth Cole sitting in 19th with 1 top 10. So we are halfway through this race here now. Alves sits in a good position to gain a lot of positions in the standings. As it looks like Hudson is put to the top again. Jack James will go by for 4th as this pack will catch Alexander Rowe here shortly. Let's see, are they actually catching the leader? No, they are not. They are catching Alexander Rowe. And Mendes continues to ride behind Freddie Soto. And this is our top 10 right here. Baran Oscus 11th. Here's Joe Jefferson. As we can see, Osborne has already made it past Henry Sanford. As a reminder, the tire wear doesn't really kick in immediately, but as you can see, Joe Jefferson sitting in 12th. The bumper full of trucks with fresher tires. Joshua Osborne and Henry Sanford 13th and 14th. Seth Cole up to 16th. It's Larry York 19th, and Jacob Dunn trying to get 20th from Gatlin Downey. Gatlin, a rookie in the Cup Series this year, running the trucks full time for that extra experience gain, which you are allowed to do when you're a rookie in Cup. Or if you've never ran trucks and you're a veteran in Cup, you can do the same thing, which is what Seth Cole and Austin Alves are doing. See Zach Rogers, a veteran, trying to make his way a little closer towards the front in something that would be considered a satisfactory finish. Driver up to 51, not running in Cup this season, so running part-time in trucks with his brother Ace. Sanford and Osborne continuing to be held up by Joe Jefferson from the looks of things. As now Alexander Rowe has been caught by Jack James. James trying to make a move, nothing going. Meanwhile, Austin Mendez continues to trail about 3/10 behind Freddie Soto. So they made it about 40 to 43 laps that first run, so we should see them go to lap 80. But that could also change. Now, once we hit lap 60, we enter the pit window. And if you want to run the risk of the race indeed going green all the way, you pit there on lap 60 and you'll have a whole 40 lap run to gain a lot of time. But if the whole field follows behind you, such as the leaders, then it was all for naught. But right now, if you're Freddie Soto or Austin Mendez, you want to just run this out to like lap 80. We'll see what happens. Mendez is continuing to lose ground. Soon that could result in draft loss. As Alexander Rowe has begun to pick up the pace, and he is starting to hunt back down Freddie Soto. Jack James got to him, but now he's riding there in 4th. On Jack 5th, Sam Young 6th, Bishop 7th, Larry Hagan 8th, Austin Alves 9th, Baran Oscars 10th, Hudson 11th, Joe Jefferson 12th, Osborne 13th, Sanford 14th. And then a gap back to Markle. So right now, everyone kind of just running in a line. Trying to catch this man right here. Freddie should be close to 40 laps led for tonight. And it looks like he's going to get that bonus point for leading the most laps. Alright, so we are in the window. Time will tell if anyone decides to take the risky strategy of pitting after a short 20 lap stint, or going the full extra 20 laps to the next pit stop. But Soto continuing to gap Austin Mendez. Another 10th there. Gaining back some time over Alexander Rowe. Rowe and Jack James starting to split from the field. You see RJ Bishop kind of running the top. Larry Hagan has been put to the outside. Baran Oscars, Hudson, Jefferson, Osborne, and Sanford most likely going to pass him. He was one of the drivers who did pit early. The interesting thing will be is these guys only need a can of gas if they pit at 20 to go. Will they take right side tires only, left sides only? What will we see there out of that strategy? So Hagan will fall to the back of the pack, and now Bishop's trying to stay down in 7th, but Austin Alves is getting to his inside for that position. And then Alves has indeed got there. So now we're seeing tires start to come in. Colt Hudson pushed to the top side yet again. But the ones to watch are definitely the 10 and the 87. depending how they run this strategy, they could be the ones to watch for this win. Bishop will fall backwards, and that'll plop Osborne back into the top 10. So now Onjack and Sam Young with a little bit of distance from Alves, who's got a back bumper full of Baranowskis. James and Rowe now are starting to lose ground from Freddie Soto. Soto has gapped Austin Mendez to an 0.8 of a second lead. This 15 truck just so strong, and we could see our third straight rookie winner in the truck series here in 2019. Soto again, 0.9. Is it up to a second this lap? No, not quite. Jefferson might be finally getting put topside by Joshua Osborne. I think he's going to clear. Joe Jefferson for now trying to hold on to 9th. Oh, he's going to slide up here in turns 3 and 4. That will allow Osborne to get to the inside of the 52. So we have 32 laps of action remaining. Hagan sitting in 12th. Tyler Markle, RJ Bishop 14th, 15th. Don't think this secondary group will catch up. Seth Cole has been stuck here on fresh tires, so tough break for the 24 team there. So Osborne moves up to 9th, and Henry Sanford will move up to 10th. Jack James all over the bumper of Alexander Rowe as Austin Mendez has continued to fall away from Peter Onjack. Thought they pit on the same lap. Oh, that lap by another half a tenth gained back by Mendez. No signs of any strategy. James Ellison has fallen to 36. Catlin Downey 35th. The break for them. Adam Garcia still 34th. And yeah, Rob Evans ran a 25.205 during this run. And we see Baranowski's kind of running the top side there. Even Jack James is kind of running the top side. Hagan side by side with Joe Jefferson back there. Osborne will clear Baranowskis for 8th. Now the question will be, can Sanford get there for 9th? Those fresh tires definitely starting to come into play here. Looks like 1 and 2, the Highline's got a little bit of an edge. But 3 and 4, it's all bottom line. So Hagan will clear back for 11th. So Sanford up to 9th, Osborne back up to 8th. As we're about 8 laps away from those second pit stops. But Rowe and the rest of the field have shown no sign of really closing the gap on Freddie Soto. Mendez losing another 0.2. Now it looks like Rowe and Jack James are starting to close up. Henry Sanford's running that secondary groove. Be careful, you got better tires, but and what a remarkable event that we've had a caution-free race here at Rockingham in the trucks. I hope the same thing happens tomorrow in the Cup Series. But now Baranoscus back to the inside of Henry Sanford, not what he wanted to see. And that's the risky run of running a little out of that bottom line, preferred racing line. So Soto continuing to gap Austin Mendez yet again. Slowly but surely, Alexander Rowe, Jack James trying to close up. But the way this second pit stop goes could decide the winner of the race. 2 tires versus 4 tires. If a caution came out, etc. Oh, and Delon Ibrahimian is already on pit road. Rob Evans. So we've gotten 2 takers. Two drivers pitting early, maybe trying to gain track position. No sign of anyone else doing this. Osborne sits in 8th. Sanford has fallen back to 13th. So Ibrahimian and Evans will come out of pit road. We'll see if they gain any time from this strategy. They were at the back of the field already. No sign of anyone else pitting. Henry Sanford getting back around Larry Hagan there. That'll send him back up to 13th. Joe Jefferson trying to pass Audra Baranowskis for 9th. Osborne starting to peek to the inside of Alves. Open, I think we got people pitting. Soto stayed out, but Onjak and Alves are going to pit. Colt Hudson, Hagan, and RJ Bishop. Ooh, was a little sideways there. So Osborne will now make the pass on Dylan Young for 5th place as Rowe and Jack James have caught Austin Mendez. We'll see what Freddie Soto does this lap. Freddie Soto will come down pit road. Austin Mendez, Rowe, James going to follow. Osborne stays out. Sam Young, Joe Jefferson. No sign of Henry Sanford. There he is. He snuck by me. Sanford sits in 2nd place, but Osborne's the one who has stayed out the longest. 19 to go that time at the start-finish line. And Osborne will come down pit road. Henry Sanford. Flickinger. So we've got Jesse Turner and Bobo Jones here. They will come down pit road. With that, the cycle is complete, and look at this. Delon Ibrahimian is up here, running with Peter Onjak and Austin Alves. And these drivers are in front. Austin Mendez. There's Austin Mendez, and there's Freddie Soto. Okay, never mind. Soto, Mendez, Rowe. There's Onjak. There's Ibrahimian. Wow, out of nowhere. Ibrahimian maybe was higher up than I thought he was. He's going to make a move on Onjak for position. There's Osborne. Lap trucks are going to come into play here. But Mendez is getting a huge run on Freddie Soto. The man who's dominated the race. We'll hit 17 to go here with a bumper full of Austin Mendez. Rowe 3rd, Ibrahimian up to 4th, Onjak 5th, Alves 6th, Jack James 7th, Colt Hudson 8th, Osborne 9th, and Sam Young 10th. Can Austin Mendez, after this second and last pit stop, find any way to get around Freddie Soto? All over the bumper now. They pit the same time as Rowe. I think this is going to come down to skill maybe a wee bit. Some of these drivers look like they've got brand new tires on their trucks or something. They're running 227s, 3s. Soto and Mendez definitely did a strategy call here. They only took lefts or rights. Ibrahimian pit a lot of laps early, and he came out in 4th place. How about Rob Evans? He made it up to 15th with his move. And Danny Jones fell a lap down. Seth Cole down to 23rd. Wong down to 25th. I know Flickinger is outside the top 20. But it's been this man all night. Alexander Rowe is a 2.5 back. Does he have anything to say? He's gotten by Danny Jones here. Mendez is starting to fall back. Nope, Rowe lost a whole 1/10 of a second that last lap. Soto has just been so good tonight. Wow, Austin Alves lost a whole 1/2 second to the leader that lap. Some of these trucks did pit kind of early. Osborne sits in 9th. Sanford's all the way back in 16th. See Osborne pit the latest out of this group again. He's going to get by Ibrahimian and Onjak here. That'll move him up to 6th. Actually, no, that'll move him up to 7th. Osborne could be looking for what would be a much better finish than last week, where he only got 33rd after having to pit late. So he sits in 7th for now, as Alexander Rowe has begun to chomp down on the leaders. Oh man, I thought he was out for the count, but here he comes. 9 laps to go for Freddie Soto, and Rowe chomps down again. So Alexander Rowe may be saving his tires a little bit, but here he comes. Two-time winner from 2017. Didn't win any races last year, and here he comes, closing in on the top 2 at the end of the race. Oh man. But he's got to get by not just Soto, but Mendez too. He chops it down a whole 3/10 that lap. He's here. Alexander Rowe trying to get back to victory lane, but Freddie Soto has been the man to beat all night, leading something over 70 laps. Seven to go at the line. Now Rowe's kind of stalled out a bit. Or perhaps, sorry about that little mic thing there. Oh, he's starting to look, and he is he's giving some good push draft to Mendez. You know, these guys are on top of each other. Do you push the 45 by first and then pass the 45, or do you pass the 45 and then try and get the 15? 6 to go here at Rockingham. It's down to these 3 Chevrolet trucks, 2 rookies and a vet. Danny Jones in the distance. Lap down truck. Rose trying to run that higher line, setting himself up, maybe 5 to go at Rockingham. Rowe and Mendez, they're trying to find the way by Freddie Soto, but it's tough. Time's running out here. 4 laps to go at the start-finish line. Austin Alves 4th, Jack James in 5th. 4 seconds back. Hudson 6th, Osborne 7th, Sam Young, Larry Hagan, Audra Baranowskis. That's the top 10 right now. Ooh, Mendez and Rowe kind of jumping there mid-corner. 3 laps to go at Rockingham. Can Freddie Soto hang on? Mendez got a bit of a run there on the straightaway. Remember, if Rowe wants to, all he has to do is make that move for second. It is another 4 points towards his season. As Danny Jones, the lap down truck, has been able to catch up, making this a 4-truck draft. Only 3, though, going for the win. 2 to go at Rockingham. Mendez knows it's another 5 points plus the win, plus the lap lead makes it 6. Does anyone have a chance? 1 more mile to go. White flag is out here at Rockingham. Mendez falls back. Is he trying to get a run for turn 3? Down the back straightaway one more time. Soto has pulled away. Coming off of turn 4, it's going to be Freddie Soto getting the win in the Truck Series at Rockingham. What a race. Austin Mendez second, Alexander Rowe third, Austin Alves fourth, Jack James fifth, then Colt Hudson, Joshua Osborne, Sam Young, Audrey Baranauskas, and Joe Jefferson. That'll round out our top 10 here tonight. Hope you enjoyed the race. See, Ibrahimian fell all the way down to 14th. Rob Evans down to 21st, but I think that was definitely better than where they were. Henry Sanford going to end up 15th. And Adam Plickinger 19th. So we've got 3 different winners over the course of the season. With that said, we're going to be off for a week for the trucks. And then we come back for, or actually no, hang on. Yes, we'll be off for a week and then we'll be back for a doubleheader at Martinsville with the Cup guys. But with that said, we'll see you guys for the Cup race tomorrow.